Hi and welcome or welcome back to the Books Are Everywhere. So welcome to this kind of little video, little vlog kind of, where I go to London for an event, I buy some books and I do a little book haul. This is not kind of the format of video I usually make because I'm actually filming this afterwards. But I did want to do a little haul for you guys, but I did also take some clips while I was down in London, so I thought I would do this as a little kind of video where you can see those clips and also see what I picked up on the day. So basically, me and my lovely friend B went down to London yesterday, and we also went to Waterstones that has a massive clearance at the moment, which is very cool. So I didn't get too much footage there, but I did take some footage out and about in London. We went to a few bookshops and we went to a lovely event at Hodder. Thank you to Hodder for having us. That was actually a little kind of party to launch Girlfriends by Holly Bourne, which is Holly Bourne's newest adult release. So we went to a little launch party for that, which was at the Hodder offices on the rooftop, which was absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I absolutely loved being there. Their offices are really, really lovely, and just having the view over the Thames at like sunset was beautiful too. So I thought I'd just show you a few clips and give you a little haul. So I hope you enjoyed the clips and I will be back. So I have a collection of books that I got throughout yesterday, and I also have two parcels that I came home to, which I am not sure what they are. I feel like I really should know, but I just cannot remember. So I'm going to unbox those on camera as well because they did arrive yesterday, and I just thought I would do a little book haul. I have acquired a lot of books recently, but I am only going to include what I got yesterday. And yes, we first went to Waterstones that had a massive clearance sale, and I picked up quite a few. Well, I picked up 4 books from Waterstones. The first of which is The School for Good and Evil, A World Without Princes, which is the second book in the School for Good and Evil series, which I have actually read this one and the first book of. I read them on audiobook, and I do want to collect this series in paperback. So I saw this one. It's £1 because it has like creasing across the front, which you can kind of tell there in the lighting. But honestly, like, you wouldn't be able to tell from the spine. There was like a better condition one that had less damage for £3, and I decided to go for this one because it's pretty flat and I don't think it's very noticeable. I'm not going to read this copy because I have read it on audio, and I just want to kind of collect this series anyway, so I thought for £1 this was a pretty good deal. This is a middle grade fantasy series following 2 best friends going to the school for good and evil. One of them wants to be good, one of them wants to be evil, and it ends up being the other way around basically. So yeah, I've already read the audiobook for that one. I then also picked up The Ladies Midnight Swimming Club, and this was £3. I can't see any damage on this, or there's like maybe a slight bit at the top, but really hardly anything at all. And I picked this up mainly for my mom. I just keep an eye out for books that I think she would enjoy, and we both read The Lido by Libby Page, and this sounds kind of similar. It's basically about some ladies that are going through their own stuff, and they form the Ladies Midnight Swimming Club in the freedom of the freezing Irish Sea, they can laugh, cry and wash away their fears. But there are some things that can't be washed away, and to get through them, these women are going to need each other more than ever. It says it's a moving and uplifting story about living life to the fullest, and it just sounds really lovely. I think my mum might really enjoy this, and if she does, I might give it a go too. And I also really like the cover of this book, and it was only £3, so I picked that one up. I then also picked up The Taking of Jake Livingstone, and this one was £3 as well, and again I can't see any problem with this, no damage at all that I can tell. I heard really good things about this book. There was a lot of hype when it first came out, and I have wanted to kind of read it ever since. I've had it on my radar, so to see this for £3, especially this time of year with Halloween coming up, I thought it would be a great book for autumn. And this is following 16-year-old Jake Livingstone, who sees dead people. He's a medium, so yeah, very excited for that. And the last one I picked up was Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. This is one that I've wanted to read for a very long time, and I wanted this specific edition, and this was only £3. And again, I cannot see any damage on it at all. I really like this edition. I know this is some people's like favourite book, and I feel like I'm going to really enjoy it. It is following Clay, who works the night shift at Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore, but it doesn't take long for Clay to realise this quiet, dusty book emporium is even more curious than the name suggests. Very excited for this. Yes, and happy to have this copy. So yeah, I spent £10 on these 4 books, which I was quite happy with. So that was the first kind of purchases of the day. And then me and B headed on to London, and the first place we went was Gaze the Word. I try and go to Gaze the Word pretty much every time I'm in London. They are an independent bookshop near Russell Square. Russell Square is the closest tube station. They are lovely. They're an LGBT bookstore. They were featured in the movie Pride, which I haven't seen, but I really need to watch because so many people love that film and have recommended it to me. But yeah, please go down there and support them if you are down in London. I love them, and I always try and pick something up from there, and this time I decided to get I Love This Part by Tilly Walden. I read On a Sunbeam by Tilly Walden very recently. I wanted to get this for ages, but I decided to read the one that I had first before I decided if I was going to carry on and buy all of Tilly Walden's books, which I'm sure I will, and I decided to pick this up. I think this is essentially about people, like the favourite part of a relationship, like the start of a relationship, I think, and it is a graphic novel, very beautiful. And I was chatting to the bookseller, and they said this is like the first Tilly Walden book that they read. I think they picked it up at Orbital Comics in London at an event, they said, and they really enjoyed this too. And apparently this was originally self-published. I don't think it's that widely available, which is something I love about Gaze the Word, is they have a lot of like independent stuff that is quite hard to get, and I often pick it up there, so I was very happy about that. And then the last book I actually picked up when I was in London is Babel by R.F. Kuang. I think this comes as no surprise. I finally picked up a copy of Babel because this one has actually got sprayed edges. I don't quite know if it's the Waterstones exclusive. There is nothing like particularly fancy going on underneath the dust jacket. However, I have not seen one with black sprayed pages, and I know the Waterstones exclusives did sell out. So I saw this in foils and decided to pick it up. So it's beautiful and I really want to read it. Obviously everyone's raving about it right now, so I don't really feel like this needs that much of an introduction because this is set in Oxford and it's about language, and I kind of think that's all we really need to know. It's a dark academia, I think. And considering I am a linguist, I have a degree in English language and publishing, I'm very excited for this. Very excited. Anyway, I also have 2 quite chunky Waterstones parcels that arrived yesterday, which I'm going to open, and I have a feeling I know what one of these parcels is, but not both of them. They are very much the same size though, so I hope it's not the same book in each parcel. This is totally the same book in each parcel because me and Courtney have one each of these, and I really didn't expect it to be quite this big. But this is Wolf Song by TJ Klune, this absolutely stunning Waterstones edition, which is very, very beautiful, and I can almost guarantee that is also what's in this parcel because it's the exact same size, and me and Courtney ordered them together, which we do sometimes if we know we want to pre-order the same book. So yes, 2 copies of Wolf Song by TJ Klune. This is a book by the same author as The House in the Cerulean Sea and Under a Whispering Door, both of which are 2 of my favourite books of last year, books I absolutely adore so much. So this has actually been published since 2019 in America, but this is its first UK release. These are signed exclusive editions, exclusive to Waterstones. Has this orange under the dust jacket, but really what we are here for is those sprayed edges because they are absolutely beautiful, and they are in with the design of the dust jacket, which is stunning as well. I love this cover. And yes, very excited to read this. I had no idea that it was quite this large. For context, I think we all know how chunky Babel is. They're roughly the same size. I really didn't know this. I'm gonna look at how many pages it has, but I'm still incredibly excited. I will take anything that TJ Klune writes, I will read. So it is 554 pages, and Babel is 542, so it's actually bigger than Babel. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video and this little quick London haul, clearance haul, unboxing. I hope you enjoyed the video, I hope you enjoyed the clips, and I will see you next time. Bye.